Ladies and gentlemen, y'all know how I start this off. You know the vibes. All right. Young Nisa hanging out with you for tonight's Media Pass. And I'm excited because we get to talk to an artist who is definitely doing some great things in their career. I would like to introduce you, ladies and gentlemen, to TM. Thank you so much for joining our platform today.
Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. You got sunshine out where you at?
Um, yeah,
A little bit.
I'm kind of. It looks like it's kind of hazy out there today. It looks.
Okay. Look, I got snow outside my window. I'm just trying to get a little
Oh,
bit of sunshine.
I think it's like 70 something here. It's
Ooh,
nice. Yeah.
that's beautiful. You out in Vegas, right?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. And is that where you're from?
No, I'm from Atlanta.
Oh, dope. What part?
Um, like Decatur,
Okay. Yep. I used to
Stone
live out
Mountain
in
area.
Sandy Springs many years
Okay.
ago. Yep.
All
Super,
right.
super dope. So Vegas is the spot. And for those people who are watching right now, right, tell everybody what you do, kind of give us some background and leading up to why we're talking today.
Um, I make hip hop music.
Yeah.
Uh, kind of like hybridy dance pop hip hop music. Really, I
Nice.
started out making like dubstep hip hop
Oh, yeah.
originally,
Okay.
more EDM style.
Okay.
And prior to that, I was a concert promoter for like about forever before that. So
Yeah. So I know you had to pivot with COVID.
I threw events.
Yeah. Yeah. Did you have to
Oh
like how
yeah,
had you know how's that been? You know?
everything out here kind of shut down. There is no more clubbing, no more
Yeah.
pools. It's
Yeah.
weird. It's not
That's
very Vegas.
that's what I'm hearing. So how have you been able to transition like with what you doing with your music and stuff how's that working?
um, my partner that does all my music, we have a studio space, and so it can just be the two of us.
Oh,
So
nice.
yeah, it's pretty
Nice.
nice.
So, you basically started out doing kind of like you said, dubstep, EDM, and everything like that, and that really got you some success. Look, can we talk about like some of the projects? Because I was reading your bio and I was doing my homework, and just to see you in the company of artists such as like Skrillex, and like that's to me like that is huge,
Yeah,
and not
that
everybody can
was
say that.
that was very surprising to me as well.
That's
Um,
dope.
yeah. I don't know. I was throwing a party at the time here in Las Vegas with a couple friends, partners, whatever, called Dub Church.
Okay.
And for a while, we were the longest running, I think it still is, the longest running weekly bass music event
Okay.
in Las Vegas. And we did it at Mandalay Bay. That's where we
Oh
started. It's
wow.
like
Okay.
super fancy spot
Yeah.
for what's kind of considered the punk rock of EDM, you know? So
Yeah.
it's crazy. And
That's dope.
so being around like a bunch of different producers and DJs that would come in and play, um, I would like I would MC some of the shows, you know.
Mhm.
But
Mhm.
that's like it's like kind of like off the dome, like whatever, and you kind of like just kind of like try to brighten what they already got going on, I guess.
Yeah,
And
absolutely.
from doing that, it's kind of how I ended up linking with a couple people and making the first music. Because at first I was
Nice.
like, wait a minute, I want to do this.
Yeah. So we leading
Yeah,
up
like
to
I'm
like doing all that kind of stuff, like and leading up to where you are now. Can you tell us about your current single, and like the process of that and putting that together?
cold enough.
Cold enough.
Yeah. So that one I made probably I'd say we made it like 3 or 4 months ago during the pandemic for
Okay.
sure.
Okay. Yeah.
I just had those other guys sounds come in again our own little spot so we can keep it small and
Yeah.
friendly. And yeah, I don't know that Sal kid, young
Okay.
Salvo. My girlfriend's son actually is how I met him.
Wow.
They went to school together and they brought him to me when he was like 15. They're all like 19 now, about to be 20. So I've been working with him for a minute and he's amazing.
That's dope.
Um, yeah, he's amazing. He writes super fast. He has like cool entendres and
Mm-hmm.
voice inflections. And then Zell actually, another person brought to me by my girlfriend. Um, they knew each other from some like country bar she goes to that
Okay, gotcha.
he used to work at before COVID shut everything down.
Man,
So yeah,
dang. I'm
maybe
gonna tell you, I'm glad you brought up like kind of some of the entendres and things like that about the record, because to me that's what stood out. I listened to the record yesterday when I got it. I listened to it today, and it's just a vibe. Like it's kind of euphoric in a sense. Just like the vibe that you get from just the overall production, and then it's leading me on this journey. So if someone's listened to that song and that's the first song that they've heard released from, in your catalog, are they expecting to get more of that, or what else can we kind of expect to get in
yeah,
your?
I feel like a lot of my music kind of all has that same vibe. Like I like to say that I make feel good hip hop music, like it's
Yeah.
just makes you want to be bouncy. Like a lot of it's like we call them summer records. But it's
Oh
like we
yeah,
were dropping summer records all through the winter.
I
We
love it. That's
just kept
yeah,
it
you're right.
perpetual summer up in our mind.
That's so you know what that's the exact that's it. It's like a ray of sunshine in your ear. It's crazy. Like it just gives you a good feeling. And I feel like whoever travels through your discography that's what they're gonna get. That's super, super dope. So what do you want people to take away from what you do? Because I just told you what I took away from it, but what would you like to have people say about your legacy?
um, that's always an odd question. Like I feel like different people take different things from the same piece of music. Like what you might get away from a message or an inspiration, it could be completely different from what the next user might get. So I just wanted to make people happy, I
Yeah,
guess,
yeah.
make them
Okay.
feel feel inspired or motivated or
I feel
feel
like
good
they
for a
definitely
minute in
gonna
their
do
day.
that for sure. That's
Yeah.
that's
So
how yeah.
if that's what they take away, some positivity, then that's kind of what I guess I'm after.
That's awesome. So you got a team over there. And you mentioned, we talked about some of the other artists that you've been working with. Is it any plans as far as with your label and everything as putting out releases with those other artists, or are they
Yeah,
kind of doing their own
actually,
thing?
the Zell is
Mhm.
gonna be the first release of an artist that isn't like me or me
Okay.
and them.
Yeah.
So he's dropping a record, I think, the end of this month, end of
Okay.
February, called Tokyo.
Nice. Nice.
That was
I'm gonna
pretty
have to get
cool.
that. I'm gonna have to get that before the
Yeah,
release for sure. That's
he's
dope.
a very he's very talented too, man. Like, when people tell you they're gonna bring you people, you're always skeptical,
Yeah.
like everyone thinks they're a rapper. So,
Right.
but yeah, no, he's super talented. That guy. He
That's
says
nice.
some funny things, uh, like in Cold Enough. Everyone's favorite line in Cold Enough, including I don't know about him, but it's mine, and it's
Yeah.
most people I know listen to it. Is the part where he said like, "Do you like G strings?" Because I used to play the violin.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, that was the first man. That was the first thing that
That
I
shit's
heard.
hard.
That's so crazy. You mentioned that because that was the first thing and that's like the main line that you walk away remembering on
Yeah,
that
it's just
record.
funny.
That's
It's funny.
wild.
That's
That's
good. I
wild
like
that you
that.
said that because I didn't even tell. That's facts. That's facts. I
Yeah.
love it, man. It's exciting times for you guys, even with like COVID and everything. Like, I think it's exciting times. Just me coming into your world and kind of seeing what you have going on. It's really, really,
I appreciate that.
absolutely.
Have you got to check out the actual the video
I
of
have
it?
not seen the video, so
Ooh, I'm
that's
about to send it to you.
yes, please, please. We got to watch the video. Matter of fact, if someone's watching right now, let's just direct them to all of your social. Where can they find you? Where can they get this music? Where can they look at these videos?
Spotify is quotation mark T dot M dot quotation mark. I think Instagram is TM Live,
Okay.
LIVE. Twitter's TM Live, and then a 3 behind it because I had the first two, and I don't know. I was so retarded. I didn't even remember that you could do like I lost my password, and probably could have got right back in them. So I
Right,
made 3 other ones. Facebook is TM Loose Cannon, because that's the label, Loose
there you
Cannon.
go.
Where else am I? I think YouTube is just TM
Okay.
live might be Loose Cannon.
Well, hey, they can definitely and look, I
Check.
will definitely
Yeah.
be putting some descriptions so they know where to, check you out for sure. But
Yeah,
I want
I know if you actually just Google like uh my actual name, like
mhm,
Gray and then quotation mark T.M.Fuss.
yeah,
I know that'll pull up some links to some things here or
super
there.
dope. Super dope. So what do you plan on doing for, let's say, the next, where you see yourself next 5 years? If you can envision whatever you want to envision for the next 5 years, what does
5
that look like for you?
years. Man, I want to own this island in Belize.
Ooh, I like
Everyone
that.
keeps asking me that question, and they're like, "What are you gonna do in 5 years?" Like, found this island I want to own.
Oh, I like that. That
And I
that
just want to
that's
be on this island, smoking fat joints
ooh,
and
see, look.
snorkeling all day.
You know what? That's the life. And yeah, you gonna have it too. Well, you gonna have it.
I
Wow.
don't want to do anything. Yeah.
It's all possible. We can create whatever we want to create. That's how I feel. I feel like we
Oh,
create.
for sure. We're out here creating reality daily.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Man, I enjoyed you, TM. Just
Thanks,
want
man.
I really enjoyed you. And I want people to really, really understand that I enjoy the music as well. So I hope that they do, and I
I
hope that they
appreciate it.
get that happiness. You know what I mean?
I'm gonna
Um,
send you the visual. That'll make you happy too.
yes, please do, please do. And let's do this. Go ahead and before we conclude, go ahead and introduce your song so everybody can get the vibe.
Hey, this is TM, and this is my new song "Cold Enough" with the homies Young Salvo and Zell.
Stay down, cause I'm holding up. Chip, chip. Baby girl, there's no folding us. I'm in the range, I drip in my chains. I'm out of my brain, I'm spinning the change. I don't fuck with no lane.